Hi, welcome to Tim's Antique Trains. Today we have not just an engine or a special car, but an entire train featured. Let's talk about it and then we will run it. First, we will start with the caboose. This one is not marked, it came in a Mantua box, which is not correct. I suspect this is actually a Varney Caboose Kit. I'd say it dates to the late 1950s. Okay, let's work our way up the train. Here is an Athearn Yellow Box flat car featuring a scale model airplane. This happens to be the only airplane I own and is a replica of a V-tail Beechcraft Bonanza sitting on a nickel plate road flat car. True to the real thing, the wings come apart for transportation like featured here. Next in our lineup we have yet another Athearn Yellow Box flat car, this time showcasing a scale model boat. Unfortunately, I do not know what kind of boat this is that is being carried on the Gulf, Mobile, and Ohio flat car. Again, these cars both date to the late 50s or early 60s. Moving forward, we change rail car brand. The next three cars are made by Lionel. While I don't collect Lionel O-scale, I do keep my eyes out for the occasional Lionel HO scale. This was one of the first pieces I found. It is an Alaska Railroad hopper car, which is currently loaded with a couple spare wheel sets and a motor for weight. Alright, let's see what's next. Here we go. This is the Lionel 0850 U.S. Army rocket launcher car. This dates to somewhere in the 1960s. The rocket actually shoots off the launcher, which is spring-loaded and can be aimed at any target. The trigger tab is broken off, but a small nail works to launch it just fine. Now, what would we be aiming at with the rocket car? Why, the best thing I can think of is the Lionel number 0847 exploding boxcar. This car, when struck on the target, literally flies apart. This is classic 1960s toy train fun at its best. Stay tuned to the end to watch some sweet slow motion of the rocket and this boxcar. Here is a Mantua refrigerated boxcar. Actually, there's nothing special about it except maybe the distinct golden orange color. Alright, here is the star of the show. May I have a drum roll, please? No? Oh well. This is the American Flyer 060 switch engine number 31004. Listen to this original Gilbert catalog description. The number 31004 Pennsylvania switcher is the sweetest coal-burning yard goat anywhere, bar none. With her worm drive motor, she's a real workhorse too, with plenty of class to take yard abuse. Watch her bustle about on her chores, puffing smoke and sounding off with choo-choos, and you'll agree there's nothing finer in HO. Measures in at 9 inches long and priced at just $24.98. Thanks for that fine description, Spike. Now, let's take a look under the hood and see how it goes. Getting inside is not too difficult. Just remove the front two screws and the back screw, and also don't forget to unscrew the brass tube inside the smokestack. Once you remove that, the boiler slides off the frame easily. Here's all the pieces of the locomotive. Here's the die-cast shell. Love the sound. There's the front boiler piece. And under the hood is the open frame motor design. These springs hold the brushes in place on the motor. From there, the drive shaft spins the worm gear, which is sandwiched between these two gears. The bottom gear drives the rear axle and powers the wheels. The top gear runs the choo-choo and smoke pump. You can see here, just inside there is a tiny hole which makes the choo-choo noise, but also puffs a tiny bit of air through to the smoke box, which has another tiny hole. The air puffs through the second hole, which pushes the smoke out the smokestack. Inside the smoke box, there's a small wire resistor which is the heater element. These are wick-type smoke units, which means there's a small wick inside loosely wrapped around the heater. This is supposed to increase smoke output. These also hold a lot of fluid, more than a newer HO smoke unit, and it will keep smoking for quite a while before needing a refill. Finally, like all the other American Flyer engines, this one uses the tender wheels for electrical pickup, with the 2 wires going to the motor and smoke unit. Now, let's put the shell back on and compare this engine to a couple other 060 engines I have. Here we are with the other engines for comparison. The first 2 are nearly identical. The one in the very front is made by Roundhouse. It is a plastic kit, and when I got it, it was partially assembled. I added a headlight. This engine dates to at least the early 50s. The second engine is a predecessor, no doubt. However, it is actually made by Varney. Therefore, I would say it dates to the late 1940s. The major differences are that it is all metal, not plastic, and has a brass running gear underneath. The Varney doesn't run, yet. However, both of these locomotives are absolutely dwarfed by the American Flyer. Yes, it is a slightly different engine design, but it is still huge in comparison. Yet it doesn't look exaggerated or toy-like, it's just slightly bigger. And it had to be to hold a bigger, more powerful motor and the smoke and choo-choo. Let's see how much these engines weigh, and then we will put the Flyer engine on the track and take it for a spin. First up, let's weigh the plastic Roundhouse engine. Not very heavy at just 11.2 ounces. Okay, how about the Varney? It's significantly more, almost a whole pound. It's 15.4 ounces. How about the Flyer engine? Look at that! It tips the scale at 1 pound 1.5 ounces. This extra weight, plus the Pul-Mor traction tires, should make this a very strong pulling locomotive. Let's fire it up. We have a high ball from the control tower. And away she goes! Well, Can your plastic train engine fall off the tracks and still keep on going without getting destroyed? The all-metal American Flyer engine can handle it no problem. Well, that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more in the future, and thank you for watching.